Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the confusing world of corporate filings to find the hidden stories and maybe a few skeletons in the closet. Today we're looking at Glucotrack Incorporated's latest report, and let's just say their recent stockholder meeting was a bit of a no-show. Before we dive in, if you like getting the real story behind company news, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come join our Discord community, linked in the description below. So what is going on with Glucotrack Incorporated? Well, this is a current report basically telling us about something important that happened recently. And for Glucotrack, that something is, well, a meeting that didn't really happen. The big news here is about a special meeting for their shareholders. This meeting was supposed to happen on the 31st of October, then it was postponed, and finally it reconvened on the 7th of November. But here is the kicker. They didn't have enough people show up to make any decisions. Think of a quorum like having enough people at a party to actually start the music. If not enough people are there, nothing can officially happen. In this case, only 17.6% of the voting shares were represented. That is not enough to make a quorum according to their own rules, their bylaws. So no decisions were made and the meeting was officially called off. Permanently adjourned, they say. Just to give you a little background, Glucotrack's main thing is their common stock, which you might see traded under the symbol GCTK on the Nasdaq stock market. It's not a huge company in terms of stock market might right now, but these kinds of meetings and quorums are super important for how a company is run, especially when it comes to bigger decisions that shareholders need to vote on. The date they were looking at to count who owned shares and could vote was the 23rd of September of last year. On that date, there were about 158,370 shares of common stock. What is interesting is that even though they had a record date to know who the shareholders were, not enough of them turned up or sent in their votes to actually proceed. The report is signed by Paul Good, the Chief Executive Officer. This tells us that the CEO is aware of and responsible for this filing, which is standard procedure for these types of reports. Now, what does this all mean? This adjournment and cancellation of the meeting due to a lack of quorum is a signal. It could mean a few things. 1. Shareholders aren't engaged, or 2, maybe there wasn't anything compelling enough on the agenda for them to bother showing up or sending in their proxy votes. For a company that is trying to move forward and make important decisions, this is certainly not ideal. It can create uncertainty and slow down progress. Looking at the stock performance or the company's financials would give us a better clue about why shareholders might be disengaged or if there are larger issues at play. Without that, in this specific filing, we have to assume that the lack of a quorum itself is the main event here. It's a sign of potential disinterest or perhaps a lack of confidence from the shareholders in whatever was being discussed. A company needs its shareholders to vote on key matters like board elections, major acquisitions, or changes to the company's structure. When you can't get a quorum, those things can't happen, so Glucotrack Incorporated is facing a hurdle right out of the gate with its shareholder communications. It raises questions about shareholder engagement and how effectively the company is communicating its plans and value proposition to its owners. It is a pretty basic requirement for a public company to have these meetings and get them done. Failing to do so, especially for a supposedly important special meeting, is a red flag. What is my take on this? Well, it is not a glowing endorsement. A company that can't get its shareholders to participate in a meeting is showing a weakness in its ability to connect with its owners. This could lead to a lack of trust if it continues. It's like trying to run a business where your partners consistently miss the important meetings. It's hard to have confidence in the direction when the people who own the company can't even be bothered to show up. Is there an opportunity here, maybe for new leadership or a fresh strategy to re-engage shareholders? But as it stands, it's a sign of a problem. Alright, that is our quick decode of Glucotrack Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on this meeting? No. Show and what it might mean for the company's future. Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.